bronze bomber Deontay Wilder is expected to make his boxing return against none other than the Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius, on the 15th of October 2022 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And that'll mark 53 weeks since he suffered his last loss to Tyson Fury. Man, how time flies. You know, the first fight was a draw, second fight TKO, third fight TKO. So what does that mean? Does that mean his Deontay Wilder's last win was? I mean, I've not looked at his box record in a while, so I'm presuming I'm right that he's not won a fight for 4 years. On the other hand, Robert Helenius has built himself a good bit of momentum. Admittedly, he's only beat the one opponent in good fashion in recent times, but Robert Kawanaki, he, or how you pronounce his surname, he was expected to breeze past Robert Helenius. A standard but good solid fight for him to put him in, to catapult him actually into title contention and fight some of these bigger names like a Wilder, etc. But came short. Robert Helenius weathered the storm in the early rounds, and he came out of his shell and was throwing some good punches, and he got to Adam Kawanaki in the end. So what does this mean against Wilder? Obviously they're Wilder and Helenius have sparred in the past. I've seen photos of them together. Helenius with a wee bit of a marked eye. So what does that tell you? It means Wilder can touch him up, and that's sparring. So yeah, sparring, but he still can touch him up. For me, I don't want to see Helenius going into his shell if he's coming into this fight. I want him to be fired up. I want him to be aggressive. I want him to, use a bit of movement, but getting quick on Wilder, and tee off on him. Stick to him like glue. Don't let him breathe, and just land his big hooks and straight shots that he's got. Uppercuts, land those shots, man, and it's a big risk either way. Probably even after the damage Wilder's taken, probably not a lot of people are expecting Robert Helenius to win this one, but for me, that's his best shot to come out like a Nordic nightmare, like a Viking, like a savage, and go for him, put it on him, test his chin. Wilder's got a great heart, great chin, but Helenius, if he puts it on anyone's chin flush, they're going to be wide-eyed, looking like a deer in headlights, at least briefly. Yeah, and that's when he's going to have to capitalise. Wilder, on the other hand, want to see him, get a couple of rounds in, start, keep, depending if Helenius is coming out strong, but just pumping that jab out, keeping him tight, doing his usual stuff, trying to get him lined up for that shot, and see if we can put him in his shell, get some hooks in there, use a bit of head movement, dipping and rolling. That's what I'd want to see from Wilder. You guys let me know what your thoughts are on the fight. It's just a rumoured fight. I'm expecting it to get announced though. Big fan of Robert Helenius, big fan of Wilder. How can you not be? Two massive men. Lions, let's get it on. This is an opportunity for Wilder to make his comeback. He's almost 37 now, and it's time to shine that he's still in the mix. This would catapult him back into title contention. Hopefully not for a Fury rematch though, crikey. And if Helenius wins this one, it's a massive risk, but if he wins this one, this is something he can talk about for years. It's make some money, and if he did beat Wilder, even though he could make some good money off that fight, catapult him into a big money fight. Gamble it again, keep gambling. One time you're going to come up short, but that's what it's about, pushing the boundaries, especially at heavyweight. You want to see these big guys fight. You want them to have a heart of a lion. You want to get them to get in and about it, and that's why we love boxing. And you know, if you know, who can say that Robert Helenius would would be a fool to take this fight or anything like that? You know, for me, Robert Helenius is underperformed in his career, and I would like to see him rise and shine. You know, did it against Kaunackis. Beat some good guys. Hurt some good guys. But I've just felt like he's shelled up in his fights too much and just, let them tee off, and he's just kind of survived. I don't want to see that from him. I want him to come out swinging. So in 30, 40 years, he can be showing his grandkids or whatever, hey, this was me. I beat the most fearsome puncher in boxing of all time, and that's what it's about. I'd pay to go see that fight if I was in Brooklyn. I'd love to see that fight. I think it's a cracking fight. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and much love. Catch you soon.